everyone, welcome back to Tabletop Core. Today we're going to bring you another combat patrol of Warhammer 40K 9th edition, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Orks versus Slaanesh.
Yeah, Slaanesh Daemons at that. So just to go over the army list real quick, I have one patrol detachment, as you would, with 3 command points. Starting with a Demon Prince, who is my warlord. Obviously has the mark of Slaanesh. Has its 1 claw stock, its Hellforged sword. It's been upgraded to have the Soul Stealer relic, and then for my warlord trait I do have Savage Hedonist, which just gives me an extra attack. For psychic powers I have Smite as usual, and then I have, what do I call it? Whatever, the one that makes you -1 to hit. I can't remember. I think Symphony of Pain. Yeah. Symphony of Pain I think is what it was. So moving on to troops, I did take 2 units of Demonettes. I have a unit of 10 over here on the left flank of my deployment zone. No upgrades. And the right portion of my deployment zone, I have 1 unit of 20 Demonettes with the Musician, so +1 to charge and advance rolls. And then fast attack, I have, what is it called? Fiend of Slaanesh. And then my heavy support, I have an Exalted Seeker Chariot. And I think that's it for my army, unless you have any questions about it.
Nope. All
right. What'd you
Looks
bring today?
familiar. So yeah, as far as my orc boys go, and so what you can see, I created kind of like a murder ball right in the middle because I wasn't really sure exactly where I should be deploying. But
sure.
So we do have a 26-man unit of orc boys. There is 1 tank busta bomb, and there is 1 big shooter. As far as the Death Dread there, so we have 1 Death Dread. Now it has 2 Kiloclaws and 2 Kilosaws. And then we've got over here, he's kind of blended in but slightly larger than everybody, is our War Boss. Now, of course, our War Boss has the Kiloclaw, which is absolutely the best. There's no reason not to take the Kiloclaw unless you're just wanting to get creative. So as far as his ability is going to be Might is Right, +1 strength, +1 attack. More attacks are always better. And then, of course, our what is not represented on the board currently, but will be on pretty soon, is I do have a fast attack choice also. It is 2 Death Coptas. Now, with these, I went a little wild with them, and I'm thinking of using them purely as kind of a kamikaze-like attack. They're currently in reserves right now. And rather than putting any sort of shooting or anything like that on them, they have a heavy shooter, which they come with, or big shooter that they come with, and of course they have the kill saws, something like that, the big chainsaw thing.
Gotcha.
And we're going to see if that does anything.
So do those come in a unit of 2, or are they 2 individuals?
So I put them as a unit of 2 in 1 unit. So,
okay, gotcha.
They're a little soft, so I think they need that little bit.
And why are all you guys got red on them? What's that mean?
Oh yeah, of course. So yeah, I kind of colored matched. There might be a few little yellow splotches in there, but we are playing Evil Sons, so I tried to fit as much red in there as I could.
Awesome. All right, back for the mission here. Today we're going to be playing the Encircle mission out of the main rulebook. So combat patrol. A little bit of a change we'll talk about in just a minute as secondaries, but we'll get to that. So, mission for today, like I said, is Encircle. Has the primary objective of take and hold, which is progressive. So there's 4 objectives. They're all out of our deployment zones. So in your command phase, if you control 1 objective, you get 5 points. 2 objectives is 10 points, and then 3 or more objectives, than your opponent is 15 points. Can't score it in the first battle round as usual. It does have a secondary objective of Encircle, but neither of us took that, so we're not going to worry about it. The only strange thing about this mission is the very small deployment zones.
Very small offset, but then also the very interestingly staggered objective markers. That's going to be different. I've never been so close to an objective marker that wasn't in my deployment zone.
Right, they're all outside the deployment zone, but they're very close. These corner ones are basically the edges of the deployment zone, and we have 2 that are a little further away, but you set yourself up super far away from that one.
I did, and I don't know why.
A good spot for a Death Copta, I guess.
Well, exactly. I do have that guy coming in, so we'll see where he goes.
Okay. 4 secondaries today. We are doing something a little different. We're going to use the Tactical Tortoise series They're doing a competitive series on Tabletop Simulator on YouTube and Twitch and all that stuff. So we're going to try out their secondaries this time around. The scoring's a little bit different. We'll talk about that inside the game when we're doing scoring in the command phase. But for me, I chose Raise the Banners High, Engage in All Fronts, and Bring It Down because you brought a couple vehicles.
Couple.
What'd you bring?
So I went ahead and went with Thin Their Ranks, Engage on All Fronts, and Assassinate. Got to take down the big guy this time.
He's worth a lot of points under the new rules, or the new secondary, so he'll net you 9 points, so that's quite a lot. I don't have anything else to talk about for secondaries, and I think we're ready to roll into the roll-off to see who goes first.
Let's do it.
Let's see. I got 6.
No, I think I know who's going first.
I'm going to take the first turn, and we'll see you in just a moment. Alright, so top of turn 1 for Slaanesh Daemons. I get no victory points, nothing like that yet, but I do gain a command point up to 4, and we'll be back for some movement. Alright, so we're back after my movement phase, which didn't take too long.
It didn't look like you moved at all, really. And it's for a very combat-oriented army that is very disconcerting, I guess.
Well, we both want to be in each other's faces.
It doesn't seem like you want to be in my face. I think that's very...
I couldn't get there this turn, so we're going to wait till...
That's what they say.
We'll see what you do.
Yeah, the first turn.
You had to raise some banners. So, banners. Here, this unit shuffled up just a little bit. I'm going to place a banner. This unit went this way a little bit. Going to place a banner. My Demon Prince hoofed it. I got 6 on the advance, all the way over here to this side. Chariot staying put, because if I move forward, you're just going to charge me, and that's no fun. Because I can't get to you because of that big old building.
It's the one thing I was hoping you would do, actually.
And then my Fiend did move over this way, so I did clear the table quarter, so that will get me some engage on all fronts points here at the end. The Tactical Tortoise series does allow for 3 points for engaging in 3 quarters, and it's 5 points for engaging in all 4 quarters. So since I don't have any shooting, psychic, anything like that, we're just going to move to the end of the turn. And I do get 3 points for engaging in 3 fronts. Sound good?
Coming for you.
Alright, we'll be back for your turn.
Alright, so as far as my turn 1 command phase, the least eventful of all the turns, command phases, so I do gain 1 CP.
1 CP, you're at 4, I'm at 4, and we'll do some orc movement.
Coming at you.
Let's go.
So as far as my first turn movement, so I guess we're going to move the murderer ball this direction. And really my thinking was, he seems to have this side pretty well locked down in kind of a very small skeleton crew over here. And really, I don't have all my models on the board right now. And I need to, especially on combat patrols, that one unit makes a gargantuan difference, even if it is Death Copters, and Death Copters just die. But
Sure.
yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take care of this. Make sure you don't get the engage on all fronts, I think is kind of my main deal. And of course that banner is kind of an issue also.
I think you'll be able to steamroll both of those units there.
I don't think that'll be an issue. We'll come back for this over here.
You did advance, but you get to advance and charge because you're war boss, and then
only on infantry though. So of course and really what I'm guessing is that my boy unit is definitely going to be charging in no matter what. If they for some reason don't make it or roll ones multiple times in a row, then we do have, I can pop a stratagem wreckers or the one that basically allows me a D3 charge on vehicles, which I can use on dreadnoughts. So
Sure.
mean strat.
You got any shooting?
Tiny bit.
All right.
So as far as the only shooting I've got is going to be in my he's the tip of the spear, and he's got an assault a big shooter here. So
who's he shooting? That fiend or the demonettes?
yeah, no, let's go the fiend.
Okay.
Multi wound. Oh, I can't wait till the new codex, because I promise you that's going to go to 2 damage.
Let's see. All right. Look at our 5s and 6s. None of them.
That's all my shooting.
Awesome. Yeah, charges.
Oh yes, of course.
All right. Who's going where?
So as far as my first charging nomination is definitely going to be the boys into the,
Where's he? The fiend? Demons?
Okay, that's a tough one. Let's go into the fiend. I think that thing needs to get taken. Hold it. We're going to go to the demonettes because it's a little bit longer of a charge, and I might pop the strat to allow him to pile in there. So let's see what happens. Here's going to be for the boys.
You can declare both if you'd like.
Well, I mean, that's more me thinking in my head. I'm not going to declare the second one. You never know. I might not charge with the second one. The boys are going to charge into the demonettes.
Okay.
Here. Let's see. And of course, I do get a reroll, but I think I got that.
I think that's 7. Mighty fine.
Perfect.
So that's a success. So, I mean, that will make room for your Death Dread if you want to charge with it.
Well, so with that, let's see how far I need to cover, because D3.
It's an extra D6, right? So you get 3D6 for your charge distance, and you do the mortals if you spend it. But I think you can get there on your regular charge.
You think I can get on?
That's your choice. I mean, it's just 2 CP.
That is just 2 CP. We're gonna go ahead and do it and try it out.
So get some CP on the wreckers, something rather.
It just ensures me to actually get there. And I didn't need it. I rolled 2 6s and a 5, so I guess I probably shouldn't have done that. But who knows how I would have rolled.
We're gonna do some body moving here for the charges and be back to the fight phase.
Exactly.
We're back for the fight phase. Looks like you were able to conga line between both objectives, right?
Yeah, and this is how fighting armies should be turn 1. Getting in combat, crumping some heads.
I don't feel good for my demonettes, but before fight phase started, I popped 1 CP for the aura of Aquant Stratagem on my fiend. Means all enemy units within 3 inches are -1 attack. So it'll hit both the Death Dread and all the boys.
That's alright.
So where are you attacking first?
Okay, so as far as
I get to hop in there.
Yeah, I know. That's almost not even worth me saying where I go first. So let's go ahead and let's do the Dreadnought. That sounds fun.
Sure. How many attacks does he have? And remember, you're -1.
E-1, yeah, exactly. So as far as our Dreadnought goes, we have normally 2 attacks. However, we also get an additional 1 for each of the claws, or saws and claws. So 2, 4, and 6 is what we have. So that would really be 5.
All right. You ready?
Let's see here. So how we're going to nominate it is I'm going to do two saws and 3 claws.
And that's with the -1 in there?
That's with the -1. Okay. And we normally have another saw added in there, but here we go. So hit on 3 or more. We went ahead and hit all 3 there.
I'm only toughness 4, so.
Oh, whoa. Okay.
I think you'll be able to.
I think I got it. So we did a total of 4.
What's the minus on these? A bunch?
Oh, the AP. So yeah, that would be a. Well, let's see which ones do we get. So the claws have the claws, which are going to be the black ones. They actually have a -3, -2 on the blue.
Okay, so I'll be on my demon save. On all of them, 5s.
Not bad.
So save 2 of the claws, right?
Mm-hmm.
And 1 each. What's the damage on each?
So as far as the claws go, it looks like the black dice have a total of 3 damage, and the blue has the saws have 2.
Okay, I'll spend 1 CP to try to save the bigger one.
Okay.
So I didn't. So I went down 1 CP, and then you killed my guy. You did. Because you do 5 damage, I only got 4 wounds, so he's gone. Do you have any consolidates with him, or is he staying put?
You know, we might as well.
Do you want him to come this way, or this is the closest visible?
Yeah,
so
that is the closest visible. Yeah, just let's yeah.
this way.
Scooch my guy. Yeah, there we go.
All right. So next I get to fight because I have always fight first ability. So we'll activate these ladies here. They'll be in and in 1. So I have all 10 of them. Where do they want to? 2 attacks apiece, I believe. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 2 attacks. Oh, I got my sergeant. So hit on 3s. We did not hit the best. And then we're only strength 3. So 5s. Let's see, we got 2 at -1 and 1 at -3 or 4.
So a total of 3?
Yeah, -4. So yeah, 3 casualties. Alright, now you get to activate and attack back.
Okay. Total of 10.
Alright, 10. And they're like, they do have the -1 attack.
Oh yeah. So
Because it lasts to the end of the phase. So is that 20 attacks or 30?
So that would be a total of 20 is what it would be.
20
So that basically is though they didn't have choppas, basically. Now, one of them, however, doesn't have a choppa, so that would actually take 1 off of that. That's going to be that big shooter guy who kind of led the spear charge there.
Gotcha.
So that'd be a total of 19 attacks is what that's going to be.
Brutal. I don't see my demoness lasting too much longer, but you did knock my banner down during the middle of that because we're both obsec, but you have a lot more than I do. What are we looking for? 4s or 3s?
So we hit on a 3+
Nice.
is what we hit on.
Nice. Quite a few hits there. And wounded on
14,
3s?
yeah, 14 hit. Let's winnow that down a little bit.
Oh, only 3 of them fell out, so that's going to be 11 5-ups. That's a lot.
That's a lot.
I can make a few, right?
Oh, yes, you did.
2, 3,
Yes, you did.
4, 5. I lose 6. That's not.
That's
the
not
worst.
as bad. That's a pretty successful.
2, 4, 5, 6. All right. You fighting again? Or are you piling or consolidating? Sorry. Are you staying there?
Yeah, I'm going to do a little bit of consolidation, but
Okay.
not much because I need to have my comet tail going.
That's
Reaching
true.
out is what we
That's
need.
true.
But just a little bit of wraparound just to make it look
Just
a
a
little
few
prettier.
guys.
Yeah, I guess that really doesn't get me any extra guys, but it sure does make it look
Okay.
more brutal.
So you don't have anything else? We'll roll to morale.
Yep.
So I lost 6. I need a 1 to pass. I did not get a 1, so I lose 1, and then I have 3 left, and they're below half, so on 1s and 2s, they're gone. And it looks like I keep them all. For end of turn scoring for you, you're starting to score points for thin the ranks, but that's calculated at the end, right? No engaging, but you did knock down my banner. How do you feel about the turn?
I was real worried about my positions. I thought I almost lost in the deployment. I never liked that. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like my plan is going good, and especially next turn with the Death Copters, and I have no idea where they're going to come.
Well, I don't know what I'm even going to do. Now I've got to decide which way I'm going to go to deal with that, or if I'm going to swing this way and make you come to me.
We could just make a truce, and you could just claim these 2, and I claim those 2.
Oh, no.
No, I don't think that's the way it's going to go. So
All right. Well, we'll see you back for turn 2.
we'll see.
All right. Alright, so turn 2 for the Slaanesh Daemons command phase. I did gain 1 command point back up to 3. I gained 2 points for raise the banners out of the updated secondary rules. What else? That's 10 points to 0, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta figure out what we're gonna do here on movement. I don't know if I'm supposed to come attack you, if I'm supposed to swirl the opposite direction and just try to maintain my points lead. Because then we have some helicopter boys coming in soon.
Possibly.
So we'll see what happens. We'll be back after movement. Alright, so movement phase is complete. I made up a decision. Probably not the greatest, but we had to do something.
I was not expecting this, actually. Half of this I was expecting.
This?
Half of which I was expecting you to bowl right down the center here, but okay, that's
we'll
fine.
explain here. I'm looking for some engage on all fronts points.
Okay.
So, I'm assuming these 3 die in combat, right?
Hopefully.
So over here, maybe this doesn't die.
Okay.
So it was straddling the line, so I came over, make sure I'm in this quarter for when you kill the 3. I can get a charge off, which I'll probably do. These did go that way. They're within 3 of the objectives, so they raised the other banner. And the Demon Prince went over there, kind of just hang out to cross the other center line so that I'm holding these 3 quarters now. So that was the plan. He kind of screens the helicopter boys just a little bit. I mean, what, 14 inches is theirs, right?
It's a little, yeah, it's a little
lot
bit different
further than the
yeah.
9. So that was kind of the thought process there. I won't have any psychic phase. I mean, I can't see anything. No shooting. So we're going to go straight on to charges.
Let's do it.
And we are going to declare this charge into the boys.
I think you got that one.
Let's hope.
Because you don't get a reroll. But
10.
I think you got it.
We got it. We'll just plop right on up
An interesting thing is you are taking up that whole entire deal with all your spiky bits and everything.
Yes.
So that really makes it so as far as killing that thing is going to take a little bit longer than normal.
You're not walking through there.
No,
And your dreadnought's not getting through there.
That's the issue right there. That's the issue.
So that's what we're hoping. So there's 3 attacks all the time, your boys?
3 attacks normally is what they are.
3
Well,
attacks.
so 2 attacks base, and then of course 1 for the chopper.
Okay. So we're going to spend a CP again at the beginning of the command phase to knock you down on attacks again. We'll just say it's the chariot. So I think I go down to 2 CP, so that stratagem. Right there again, and we'll go straight into the fight phase. Normally you would attack first since you're non-active. Well, beyond my charger, but I have to always fight first thing, so... We're going to go straight on into some attacks. This does, on the charge, it does some mortal wounds. And I got to read that. Scything impact. So it does D6. On a D6, if I roll a 5 up, then I do a mortal wound on any enemy models within an inch. It looks like there's 2 boys there. So on a 5 up, I do 1 mortal wound.
1 mortal wound, alright.
So you can pull that wherever you want. We can mark it so we remember how many of your guys were chopping off here. 2, 4, 6, 7. We're going to activate with the demonettes first. So they hit on 3s. That's a missing 3.
Yeah.
And wound on 5s. Well, I guess I can't activate with the demonettes, but I rolled it. I apologize. These guys have to go first, just because I did charge.
And no worries, you didn't hit at all.
6, I didn't do anything. So I have 8 normal attacks, because I'm in my top profile. And these are weapon skill 2. Oh. So I missed 1. But they are strength of 4. Strength 4. Toughness 4. So this is 1 wound at -4 and 2 at -1.
So that'd be a total of 3.
And then I have 8 more attacks with the lashing tongues on the steeds. So we're going to lick ya. 2 misses, and there's strength 4 as well. Let's see, there's just 2 wounds, and those don't have AP. Perfect. So you get your 6ers, right?
2 6+ that I never see.
Ooh,
Hey, I
you
finally
got
got one. Perfect.
So we did 4 total plus 1. So you've lost 5, right?
Yeah, not too bad.
So now you get a fight back.
Now I do want to take those guys off right now, just because
Sure.
that might
Yep.
that
It changes a lot of things.
because I do want to continue to keep my comet tail going here.
Yeah, you just have
However,
you are a large unit.
So really what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and chop off these ones right here.
Pull them off the demonettes.
Really, that does put me at a disadvantage at the demonettes, but...
So you're not attacking them, but it opens up your Death Dread to charge next.
It does, and that's kind of my objective. Hopefully
cool.
my Death Dread can take on 3 demonettes, which...
I don't think you'll have an issue. So you doing any piling in, or are they staying like that just to maintain their conga line?
Yeah, we're going to maintain the conga line for 1 turn, and we're going to see what happens. Then
Okay, so I see 3 boys, -1 attack.
Total of 6 attacks is what we got here. Hitting on a 3+.
Ooh, that's
all of them hit except for 1.
Pretty good hitting. I'm tough 5 on this guy.
Toughness of 5. So that'd be a 5 or more. We got a total of 2 wounds.
What's the AP on that?
AP is none.
This has a 4 armor save. And
Ooh,
save them both.
Got them both.
Cool. Like that, we will roll in right to the end of turn. No morale for either of us, right? Scoring, I will gain 2 more points again, or sorry, 3 more points for engaging. No bring it down points yet, so the total I believe is 13-0. Sounds about right. So we'll be back for your turn 2.
All right, so this is Orcs' turn number 2 in this command phase. So I'm now back up to 3 CP.
That's magic number.
The magic number. I was about to say it. You know what I'm doing. I'm surprisingly, the Orc boys are standing pretty tall right now, so that's not a big deal. But as far as my points, I do have a total of 10 versus
13. So the way we read the rules, 1 unit can hold 2 objectives. It's just an individual model can't hold 2 objectives. So Derek's currently holding 2. I'm holding 2. If we got that wrong, let us know in the comments below. That way we do it right in the future. But do you have anything else before you roll into movement?
You know, I mean, not really. Now, of course, this is the turn when hopefully we have some. Yeah, they're coming buzzing up above. But no, let's see how the movement goes, and let's see where I decide to actually place these freaking things, because who knows where they're gonna go.
Let's run.
I don't. So as far as Orcs' turn, as far as our movement goes, we finally got the Deathcopters on the board, and really my plan here, and they're hiding behind this building right here. The idea is, I'm thinking, is really just to get rid of this nonsense. This could, that thing's blocking. I can't wrap around. I can't really get a number of hits that are really going to do anything. So that thing needs to end. And of course, my Death Dread is just sitting there, basically facing 3 demonettes, which hopefully will die the next turn. I moved him up slightly, and we're doing something weird with the War Boss, and it's just because of lack of space to be able to get anywhere. So I went ahead and moved the War Boss onto the objective marker, and he's just going to shoot his rocket launcher out at these demonettes here, and hopefully I roll some 5s and 6s.
I just imagine him shooting attack squigs across the battlefield.
I've got those. If
that's in my brain.
If that's a rule, I'm fine with that.
All right, you want to
this
roll
a Warhammer fantasy battle, there would definitely be a catapult with attack squids.
Oh, heck yeah. You ready to roll into some shooting?
Let's see what happens.
All right, who's...
I really don't have a... Oh, yeah, I do. They do have shooting, but we're going to first start with the War Boss. The War Boss always goes first. Now, as far as he does have... the only thing within range is going to be his... rocket deal, combi rockets. So let's see here. So that is a 24 inch, which I definitely do have.
Going into the large demonettes.
Let's make sure I have 24 inches. But
yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Excellent. Perfect. Why I asked to measure is because, of course, I do have a Shuda with 18 inches, which I don't think does hit. But let's go ahead and do the rocket. 1 definitely misses.
The Shuda's just out.
Perfect. So there we are.
Where are the copters going?
And now the copters. I don't really have much choices, so we're going to go ahead and shoot those. Now the Deathcopters have a. What do they have? They have twin big shooters, which are Assault 6. So
Yikes.
Yeah, that's pretty nice there. So
let's see. Need more dice.
I need a few more dice.
4, I'm hoarding 6. All the dice.
6. There we are. That's one way to win the game. So. And these are all going to be at the demonettes here.
5s?
5 and exploding 6s. So we do want to. Yeah, we do want to make sure to note those.
2 of those in there.
That's the best shooting phase I think I've seen in a long time.
Let's roll 2 more dice.
So let's see if we get 2 more. And we did get 1 more, so perfect.
Nice.
So here's going to be now twin-linked big shooters are going to be a strength 5 versus a toughness 3, I believe.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's go for 3s.
Let's go for some 3s. We missed, so 2 did not wound. That's a total of 5 wounds is what we've got.
5 ups.
Now, I do have no AP, no negative AP, so 1 damage.
5s.
I think in the next codex we're going to see 2
I lost
damage
4.
on that.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Daka, daka, daka.
You got him.
Okay, now we do have a little bit more shooting here. We have some pistols.
Ooh, we forgot pistols, didn't we?
Yeah, that happens. I always forget them.
So 3 of them in engagement range?
Yep.
All right, let's roll. 3 shots.
3 shots. Hopefully we get a 6. Nope, nothing.
Oh.
Nothing. So that's all my shooting right there.
Charges. Can I just rumble this guy in here for
Oh
you?
yeah. I think I can make it. Let's just make sure. Okay,
Oh,
I made it.
we
What do you
made
know?
it. Where are those
Now the Death Copters. Now where their position is kind of nice in the fact that I could go at either side, but we really need to take care of this situation. It's really bumming the Death Dread out that he can't get in. At least he's got something to fight. Otherwise he'd be chopping some boys up.
The boys are stuck, so they're not happy about that.
So here we go.
That's a 9. That's enough. You were right at 9.
Perfect. Excellent. So.
Yep. Just put them on in, and we'll do some fighting.
Doing some fighting. There we are.
All right. Where do you want to fight first on your chargers?
Oh, definitely.
Death Dread?
Yeah. Well, no, the Copta's got to go first.
Let me see here. We're gonna spend that 1 CP again and knock an attack off of you.
Oh, okay, that's all right. That's
so
fine.
we'll spin it there on the chariot, but I think the chariot misses your base. So your Death Dread gets all his attacks this time.
That's fine. I don't need them for the Death Dread. So we're going to use the Kill Saw. So this is equipped with a Kill Saw as far as the actual 2 different weapons I have. I have Spinning Blades. We're not going to use that right now. We're just going to go all into the Kill Saw because
all attacks.
Chariot. So they have a base of 2 attacks. However...
Oh, we're doing Copters first, not Death Dread.
Oh, yeah, that's...
Gotcha.
That's on a different page here. So yeah, as far as that goes, I do have a base of 2 attacks, and...
You're -1.
-1, that's going to be rough.
So 1 attack apiece?
1 attack apiece.
And this is the Copters, right?
That is the Copters,
okay.
Yeah. Let's see, we did hit once.
Got 1 hit.
And let's see, toughness 5, we're a strength of... times 2, a strength of 8.
Alright, 3s. That is a wound.
That is a wound.
So probably a pretty good AP.
AP is pretty reasonable, so -4 on the AP, so you're probably demon saving that.
Straight to demons.
Yeah.
And what's the damage on that?
The damage on that guy is a total of 2.
2. Okay. We'll take 2 damage. So that means I get to attack now, correct?
Of course.
Because I have Quicksilver Swiftness, so I'm down to... Let's see... How many wounds do these start with? So we're down to 10 wounds on my chariot here. So since these have already attacked, I guess we'll go with the Demonettes and see what they can do.
Interesting choice.
Because they're about to be chopped.
Oh, yeah.
Chop. So the Demonette Sergeant actually, or champion, whatever you would call her, would have to go into the Dreadnought, but the other 2 will go into the boys. So we'll roll into the boys first. So you got 3 hits and 5 to wound. Just 1 wound, but that's -4.
-4.
So we'll kill a boy.
Now we can start chopping off that tail.
Alright, and here's the champion into the Death Dread. Cool, look at that. No hits. Alright. Next we do your charger.
Yep.
Because we alternate.
Let's see here.
That has its full attacks.
So I'm going to nominate out the attacks half and half. So of course, 3 saws, 3 claws. Let's see what happens here.
Let's do it. Yikes. 3 hits?
Okay. That's not the best roll.
That's not the best.
Let's see.
1 black dice, 2 green dice. And those all wound. I'm just on demon save, so we'll roll the 5s.
Yep, go ahead.
Ooh, I only failed. What's the damage on this one?
Oh, so that would be the saws. The saws are 2.
Okay.
Claws would have been 3. So
Did. I guess we'll just lose my sergeant. It doesn't matter too much, and I don't want to pull the other 2 out of unit coherency, so we'll pull that one there. Next, we go to my chariot, and these already attack, so we'll attack the boys. 2, 4, 6, 8 attacks with the snipping claws from the demonettes. And I said last time this is a weapon skill 2. That's
oh man,
insane.
and the
They all
time
get-
that I think he rolled 5 too. So
let's go.
only
It's
time
strength
that would
4.
have worked.
Okay, we got 2 at -4 and 3 at -1.
Okay, so that's going to be a total of 5 wounds.
And so we lost 1 already, so we're at 6, and then I'll have my tongues. 4, 6, let's lick ya. That hits. 1 miss there, and strength 4 again. Let's see, 2, 3 wounds, no AP.
3 wounds.
So they get their 6s.
Hey, I got
saved
1.
one.
That's I
So
need a miracle every day.
we need to pull 5 more from the snipping claws, right? So 8 total wounds. I don't know where you want to pull
we're
from.
pulling all from the back.
Okay.
2.
You want me to pull these?
Yeah, if you could.
Three? Okay.
There we are.
Now the boys will activate. I'm assuming you're gonna pile them in now.
Yeah, now's the time to pile them in.
Okay. Cool. They're just angling for that regrow.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm. So let's see. Well, not a lot of piling in.
Oh, that's all right.
The model restricts me a little bit, though.
So I'm gonna guess it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. What do you think? 2, 4, 5. Well, this guy can go to the demonettes. I don't know where you want him to go.
I know he's got everything that I can go to the chariot. I will go to the chariot.
Looks like
there.
5 to me. 'Cause
Perfect.
This guy is within engagement range. And they are -1 attack, so it's 10. And that's from the stratagem.
Okay, that's
Well.
not too.
Oh, that's 4 there.
Yeah.
Wound on 5s.
Wounded on 5s,
Cool.
and we did that one
That's
pretty
good
well. So that's a
conversion.
total of 4
4 wounds. No AP, so
No AP, so
4 ups. We take 2 more wounds. We're down to 8 wounds on our chariot.
we're nipping away.
Yep. That's it for fights. We're in morale. I only lost 1 from my demonette unit, so they can't fail morale. You ended up losing 8 boys.
That's
but
where it
you
becomes an
count
issue.
by the number of boys as your leadership.
Number of
right?
my boys is the leadership,
1,
so
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
that's not bad.
So 9 minus 8 is 1.
Yeah.
So let's roll that 1.
Nope.
Okay,
Nope.
so
Oh,
you
not
lose-
with a 6.
You lose 1.
Lose 1, and how many guys do I've got to get in there?
3, 6, 8.
8, 2, 6, and 8. You see some 1s and 2s. Well, we only got 2 1s.
2
so
more. Which ones do you
off
want?
the back. Yeah, just chop
This
them off
one?
the back there.
All right. So those 3. And that was your turn 2, correct?
Yep.
So scoring wise, you're obviously scoring more for thin, which we'll calculate. No engaging and no assassinate yet. You haven't gone out. That's 9 points.
I know.
It's a bit scary.
I got to take care of this over here. This is a mess over here right now.
All right. So we'll be back for the top of turn 3. Slaanesh Demons coming up. All right, top of turn 3 for the Slaanesh Demons. Command phase, I got 1 CP up to 2. I'm keeping enough just to keep knocking your attacks down, which I'm finding super helpful this game.
Against orcs, yes.
Yeah, those massed attacks. For scoring, I hold 2 objectives with this Demonette blob here, which gives me 10 primary points, and then 2 banners, which under the rule set we're using today is 2 points apiece, so that's 4 points. I think I'm at 27 to your 10.
Yep.
Sound about right. We're going to be back for some movement. I got to decide what to do with my demon prints. Alright, we're back after movement. There was some discussion there and kind of trying to consider what I should do. I hate playing the points game, but this is a points
It's the
game.
game.
This quarter here is locked down. There's no way in or out for me or for you because you're in combat. These demonettes, they moved just to put a little bit more solid hold on both objectives. My demon prince back there actually backed up a little bit. We had considered trying to get a charge off on your warlord, the war boss here.
Oh, he wants you to come.
I want to, man, but that's
Yeah.
9 points.
He's shooting
on
his rocket
assassinate.
launcher. Yeah.
That's 9 points on assassinate. And there's no other reason for me to go into that quarter over there, because if you're able to regrow the boys, then it's free charge for them and a dead demon.
Screening the unstoppable green tide.
So we're gonna see what happens. So no psychic, no shooting, straight into combat. We're just fighting.
We're just
punching.
I'm doing the orc thing.
I like it. You do have 3 CP, so you can interrupt. So it does. I know you want to spend it. I know you want to spend it, but I'm gonna start.
Yeah.
This probably won't die, even if you did interrupt. But they can't kill over there, so we're just gonna go here into your boys. 4, 6, so 8 attacks, hitting on 2s. I do need to decide if I'm spending a CP before we start fighting. I've got 2. We're gonna spend a CP and knock you down and attack.
Seemed to be effective.
Yep, that's
Now is that not going to affect my death dread again?
still
like
not
last
the
time?
death dread.
Okay.
Yeah,
Perfect.
because I haven't been able to move it.
Yeah.
So we're gonna lock up. So hitting on 2s. I'm still on my top profile. I got 2 misses there, and we're strength 4. So wounded on 4s into the boys. Not the best. I only got 2 wounds.
2 wounds, and you probably have some AP on
Yeah,
that.
it's
So
minus 4.
that's 2 off the back.
So you want me to cut these 2?
Yeah.
Okay. I got lashing tongues in. 2, 4, 6, 8. Here they come.
Every orc player right now is crossing their fingers because everybody's been in this
Those
situation.
all hit. We're looking for 4s.
Oh, that's a. Ooh,
Let's see, 2
a lot
wounds.
of 1s and 2s right there.
Yeah, 2 wounds, no AP, sir.
I think I got it. I got it there.
You got any 6s? Oh, you saved them both. Get out of
That
here.
never happens. What are we talking about?
All right, we're going to go with our demonettes. They're going to attack the boys. They could do it.
They could do it.
They could do it. 4 attacks. Oh, look,
No,
they didn't do it.
They didn't do it.
5s? Got 1 wound.
No, that's
Minus
still
1.
something. Yep.
So we'll pull one
Yeah,
off.
pull one off the back there. Lost total of 3, I believe.
3 so far. Well, I guess you could lose them all to morale, but you get a fight now.
Yeah, that'd be some bad rolling. So
So
first,
close.
where we're going to activate, we're going to go over to. Oh, it doesn't really matter because you've already done all your stuff. We're going to go over to the
Copters?
Copters, just because I've never really seen them efficiently played. So we're going to see
1 attack
how.
apiece,
Yeah,
right?
that's the unfortunate thing. Let's see if we can hit.
Oh.
2 6s again.
Those are hits.
Oh yeah.
Maybe goths, right? To get extra.
I know, and I was considering that beforehand. So far, it has not benefited me to have the extra movement. So
Oh,
consider Goffs.
but you're all red, so it looks cool.
I know. Yeah, you have to go. So here's the wound.
Toughness 5. Your strength is
Times 4. So let's double check. see
times
what
2,
that
yeah,
is.
you
times
wound.
2. I mean, yeah. So let's see.
So your
here.
strength 8, right? That's what we were last time. You got
Yeah, I
a
believe so.
4 and a 2. AP was a bunch.
Yep. that
Demon
doesn't
save.
break my wound. Yep. Demon save.
We got a 6.
Ah.
We're gummed up there.
Yep.
You got 3 boys and
We
a
do
death
have
dread.
some boys. So our Death Dread only has 1 option, so we're gonna go ahead
Might
and
as well
do
go with
that.
that first.
Yeah, and so we're gonna do.
Should you really do the claw? You should just do mass number attacks because you're wounded on 3s.
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's all the same.
Oh,
it's just
okay.
one has a better stat line and costs more points.
Oh,
So
okay.
we're gonna do half and half here.
Gotcha.
This one's gonna be the claws. This is gonna be the saws. Let's see what happens here. So
Just missed once.
just missed once with one of the worst of the. And let's see.
Yep. Your strength 1,000,000, right? I'm on
Yeah,
plus
exactly.
3.
It's times 2.
Go 4 wounds. 5 ups. Let's do it.
Let's do some demon saves. Hey, you got
no.
1. Yeah.
You killed him. Dang. That would have been nice to keep those there. Alright, so that whole unit is down, and you got 3 boys.
Mm-hmm.
So
Perfect. The magic number. So.
6 attacks, right?
Yep.
Coming in hot into the chariot.
Okay,
we
so-
got 4 hits. See those goffs, you got double 6 again.
Yeah.
And I am toughness 5, so you got 2 wounds.
2 wounds.
No AP.
Nope.
4 ups. And those, of course, those are the ones I fail. If I do take both of those, then I bracket, and I don't really want to bracket. So I'm gonna spend a CP and reroll. And I save.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm down to 7, which still leaves me in my top bracket, but we are down to the end of the turn. You have some morale.
Let's see.
You lost 3. Your leadership's 6 or 7.
Yeah, let's just roll the 1. But it's probably not going to happen, so that's all right. So
well,
how many?
Lose 1. You got 2 left.
2 left. Okay.
All right.
This could decide the game right here.
1s and 2s.
1s and 2s, and
What?
I will be...
Oh.
Oh, man. Well, so we're good there.
A 1 and a 3.
1 and a 3. So
oh, man.
1 boy left.
1 boy
and every
left.
orc player knows the glee of
Dang.
getting full value of his points. So there we are.
So end of turn scoring. This was my turn, right? My turn 3. So I will engage again in 3 quarters for 3 more points, which I think bumps me up to 30 flat points. And you're still at 10. But when do you use that stratagem? Into your movement phase?
Yeah, into my movement. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Just like reserves.
All right. Well, I don't have anything else, so we'll pass it off to you.
All right, so Orc Command phase now. It just worked out so well with that one little boy. I've actually saved a few, which that did everything. But as far as our scoring goes, I have a total of 20 points versus
30 for me. Yeah, that one straggler right there just couldn't do it. So I imagine you're regrowing those guys. And
somewhere we might actually start.
We'll get a fight over here.
Orking them up over here. So.
We'll get a fight over here. So we'll be back for some Orcs movement on turn 3.
So, movement has concluded. We got all my boys moved, and of course the Unstoppable Green Tide has come on the board. So we are 9 inches away from Demon Prince and Objective over here. We basically kind of over here, I went ahead and squared up to the Chariot to get ready for the charge there. And then with my War Boss over here, we just moved him up just slightly. He's still within the 3 inches of the objective. However, now he can shoot his big shooter, so he gets 2 more shots. That's all of my movement.
All right. What shooting do you have?
I have a surprising amount of shooting, actually. Glad you asked. So, as far as one thing we did forget, so I believe these do count as vehicles, correct?
They're vehicles, yeah.
So they do have, they are allowed
yes.
to shoot their big shooters.
They
so
can shoot those
yeah,
in
we
combat.
want to. That's a lot of swings there. So let's go ahead and get that out of the way.
Is that an assault weapon or?
That is an assault 6, I believe,
Okay.
is what that is. So that's a pretty mean weapon here.
So no -1 because it's not a heavy weapon.
Exactly, definitely not a heavy weapon by any means.
I think it is assault 6, strength 4, no AP, something like that.
3, 6, and 6. So here we are. So we need to hit some 3s there.
I see 1 6.
Oh, I forgot about the 6. Okay, let's see here.
And that hits.
Now that hits, so that adds another die in there. So
Cool.
let's see.
And we're
Total
BS.
of 3.
Yep, 3 hits. Toughness 5.
I believe that's 2
2
wounds.
Well, that's
And
good.
1 damage and no AP.
I take a wound. You have bracketed me. I'm at 6.
And that's before the combat phase, which is all that matters.
Well, I think that Dreadnought might be able to
It
chomp me up.
might, yeah, I don't know. It's possible. I have to. So it's demon saves that's the issue. So we did all the shooting here. Now we're going to go to War Boss. He should have been the first to shoot, but here's going to be our rocket here.
Hits.
That is a hit on the demonettes over here. So let's see if we can wound. That shouldn't be an issue.
That's a wound.
And let's give our demon save because
Got
that's an
it.
AP. Okay. But I still do have a shooter because it's the combi shooter rocket. So let's see.
How many shots?
Well, let's see here.
Just a couple?
That's 2. 2 and 18 inches, and I skirted that barely. And we did miss with both of those, but that's okay. So our big old unit over here. First, we're gonna go ahead and do the big shooter there.
Where are we
He's
going?
tucked back into the corner, and you know, as far as what he can see, we're gonna go at the Demon Prince here.
Okay. The other guys are shooting their pistols.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can hit
We
something
got
with
one
the
Daka
pistols.
there.
So that's one. And we did hit once, though. That's okay. As far as wounding, I believe that does wound.
And I think I saved. I think they have an armor save, but I will check.
Rolled a 3.
Yep, 3+. 3+ armor save.
All right, excellent. So now we're going to go to pistols. Now, as far as what is able to actually shoot at that, let's see. As far as
Oh, you need
measure there.
measure. Sorry.
So, of course, 12 inches. So they are all able to. However, the building does kind of cut us off there, unfortunately.
Well, that's
so.
I mean, you got windows, so I'm sure you're good. But the issue we get to is here. These are closer here, or are they equidistant? Oh, we.
They're equal distance. Everything's
Okay, so
9
yeah.
inches away, actually. So, does that mean I get a nominate?
Yeah. You
Okay,
can,
perfect.
You can definitely shoot the Demon Prince, as long as they're all within 12.
Well, actually, so some of them are closer to the demonettes, which makes it a little bit more complex.
That'll.
I would say they would divide right here.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Dividing on this guy right here. So a total of 12 are going to go to the demonettes here, and we're going to see. Let's make sure all 12 can actually hit the demonettes. Yeah, we're good there.
Ooh, there's some 6s in there.
Okay, yeah.
3
That.
6s.
Let's
Let me
see here.
Pull out some of your misses for you. Got 2 regular hits.
The 3
Triple
ones? No, that's all right. No, no.
All right. Well, the 3 Dakas tried, so you got 5 hits.
5 hits. That's pretty good for pistols. So
4
let's see if we can.
3. Let's get 3 wounds.
3 wounds.
Let's see. Demon save. I saved 1. Lose 2.
Where are we taking those from?
The closest one's to you, obviously.
Ah, yeah, probably. Closest ones to the objective, maybe?
I think you'll get in there.
So the back row right here can attack,
Little
can't
too
shoot the
far.
demon. Yeah, a little bit off. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and 12. Well,
Minus 1 for the
10,
big shooter.
11. As far as a grenade goes,
Yeah. What's the range on it?
so let's see, and that would be considered a tank buster bomb.
So range 6 or
That might be the case here. Tank buster bomb is 6, so we are definitely going to go. So one of those, I said 12. Actually, it's 11 because the big shooter already shoots.
11
so-
dice here for you.
Perfect.
Nice. 5s and 6s. And there's a healthy number of 6s again. So you got 4 more Daka shots. 4
There's
more regular
2.
shots.
Oh, hey, we actually added 1 this time. And another 2. Oh, my
man.
goodness.
That's a lot
hey,
of
there
hits
we
on
go.
the
I was
demon.
about to comment that Daka. It sounds greater than it is, but if you can't roll a 5 and a 6 after that, it doesn't matter.
You're on it
So
today.
there we are. We are hitting something.
We're top 6, but that'll just be 5s.
Yeah.
We didn't translate there. Just
we didn't
the one.
Yeah, we did get 1. That's all right.
And you got the one through.
That's
So
all that
down
matters.
to-
That's all I expected.
Down to 7, I believe. Yep. 7 wounds on that guy.
All right.
You gonna do some charges?
Yeah, of course.
Alright.
So as far as we got to go in for the prince here. So let's see, 9 inches away, pretty
doing just the
universally
prince?
here. I guess my mob is so big that we might as well just try to mob up and try to get everything.
It's equidistant.
It's equal
9
distance.
inches, so.
The issue is the extra amount of attacks that always get to go first. But you are going to attack
Well, I
me next
imagine-
turn anyway, so it
I
doesn't
imagine they'll
necessarily
activate
matter.
there first, so.
Yeah, so let's, if we can pile into both, I mean, it is equal distance.
Yep.
Moving forward. So here we go, and of course we get a here we go if we need to. So 6, 7, that didn't make
Not
it, but
enough.
we're going to go ahead and here we go it.
Fail.
7, okay, didn't quite make it, so we are sitting there holding the table quarter.
This guy's in there, though.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's
there's no question there.
yeah, oh yeah, that made it.
Do you want to go a certain direction, or are you just trying to
It's
get
just straightforward. It doesn't matter.
chomp?
Yeah.
All right. Well, It was close over there.
Okay, so here we go. We are dividing it equal between the saws and the claws. So let's see, the 3 more black dice
You
there,
need
just so I can.
black dice. There you go.
Black dice are our claws, the better of the 2 different types of attacks we got here. And
so we got 3 hits. It looks like.
yeah, only 3. That wasn't the best. So
1 claw and 2 saws, and I'm toughness 5.
and I believe we got 2 total wounds. One is a saw, one is a claw.
They're both 1,000,000 AP.
They are both ×2. So as far as AP goes, so the saw, so that's the blue dice. That's going to be at a -2. The claw is a -3, which is the black dice.
We're on 5 up.
Yeah.
Oh man, the good one got
The
through.
good one got through. That is 3
saw.
damage.
I'm down to 3.
I might actually be able to clear that side of the board.
Yeah, it's not looking so hot now. I'm definitely way bracketed. Down to the bottom bracket. Alright. Do I get to attack back?
Of course.
So I'm down to 4 attacks, so here on the chariot, we'll go into the flying stuff, because I imagine they're a little bit easier to kill. My weapon skill drops all the way to 4, so not very good now. But I hit. Strength 4, toughness on the flyers.
Toughness on the flyer is actually going to be a 5, I believe. Let me double check on that.
I just got 1
It is a
wound.
toughness of 5, yeah.
1 wound minus 1.
-1, so I actually still do. So they have a 4+ save, which is pretty reasonable. But
Nice.
now a 5+, it's better than a 6+, and I've been doing reasonable on those. Nope. How many damage?
Through?
Oh, just 1 damage?
Yeah, just 1 damage.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad at all. So
And
perfect.
here comes the lashing tongues into the flyers. No hits there. So that's it.
It's not that. I was expecting a little more action this turn, but
Let's see here. You are actually, yeah, they do have to fight back. Yeah, let's not forget them.
oh yeah, most definitely,
They
most
get their 2
certainly.
attacks apiece
They
now.
get their 2 attacks finally.
I didn't have
And
any
so
CP.
this is 2 saws. Is what this is going to be. 2 saws each. Yep. Missed 1.
They're still pretty good.
Yeah.
Toughness 5. Oh, that's 3 wounds.
Okay, there we go. That's what I'm looking
5
for
ups.
there.
1 goes through.
1 goes through, and that does a total of 2 damage.
Oh, I'm down to 1. I'm still alive.
Ah!
Still alive.
Still get attack next turn.
Alright, so end of turn scoring, I think you actually get to engage now. You're in that quarter,
Mm-hmm.
you're in this quarter, and you're in this quarter.
Yeah.
So that gets you 3 engage points.
Perfect.
Which we
Finally,
First
and
time scoring some engage points.
I always choose engage on all fronts because you end up as orc players just kind of consuming the board. This is the one time where it didn't quite do that until late in the game.
Yep. Alright, so that's the end of turn 3. We'll be back for the top of turn 4 here shortly. Cool. Alright, back for top of turn 4 for the Slaanesh Daemons. I gained my 1 CP. I have 1 now. That feels great. I think you have 1 also.
I have 1 also.
I did gain 10 primary points for the 2 objectives, 4 more raise the banner points. I'm at 44 to Derek's 23, I do believe. Sound about right? Okay, we're going to have to figure out if we're going over there or if we're just holding objectives. Makes more sense for me to come after you since you're just going to charge me.
You gotta do it eventually, man. You gotta eventually attack me.
Alright. We'll be back after movement. No shooting. Alright, so we're back after movement. Everything's engaged over here. Demonettes we talked about a little bit. If I move them off the objective to come fight you, then I'm only holding 1 objective at best, which lets you hold more, so lets you score 15 points a turn, and lets you back in the game. Too easy.
Come on.
Too easy.
Come on. Be a man or a woman and attack.
Or whatever. The Demon Prince, though, you know, I might give up 9 points if it dies, but it's going to go in there and try to slow you down from coming this way and taking both of my objectives over. So we are going to do that. We're going to go straight on into the psychic phase since I don't have any shooting. We're going to do the Symphony of Pain. Finally, I'm going to cast a spell. We'll go do it onto the boys. And it doesn't even go off. And then we'll smite. The smite does go off on a 10.
Do some mortal wounds.
D3,
That's all right.
D3 mortals. 3
Oh,
mortals.
that's okay. I'm all right with that.
All right.
Taking them off the side there.
Charge phase.
Go for it.
Demon Prince into the Orks. You Overwatch.
You know, I did so well on my last one. We're not gonna do it though.
All right, here we go.
Still,
I can't
out of
fail
principle, I can't.
Well, I got 12.
Well, hey, you made it.
Yeah, I can't go anywhere else, so we'll just nudge right on in there. Just like that. No, well, we're actually going to nudge this way. Right on the edge of the board. Ready to fight?
Let's do it.
My Demon Prince isn't as good as a Chaos Demon Prince. Or a Heretics Astartes one, I should say. So I have 4 attacks base. I do get to add 1 from my Warlord trait, the Savage Hedonist. So I only have 5 attacks. It's not very good. And then I have my Malefic Talon. So here's my swords. Coming in on 2s. I missed 1. I reroll once because I'm a Demon Prince. They all hit. And I become Strength of 8. So wounding on 2s.
Very much.
Let's see. 2, 4, 5 wounds at -3. 3 damage apiece.
We can definitely soak that there. So a total of 5.
Yep. And
5.
my relic will not trigger because that's only against Eldar. And then here's my Malefic Talon. 1 attack. Hits. And that is a wound, and it is -2. And that's my fight over there. So we'll come over here since I still get to go first. I'm down to the 4 attacks, hitting on 4s. We're going into the copters. None, and then the Lashing Tongues. Got 1 hit.
Also into the copters?
Yes.
Perfect.
And 1 wound, no AP.
All right. Let's see. We have a 4+. Let's see if we can pull it off. No.
No.
Now at a total of 2 wounds.
Nope. It is your attack back. I forgot to use my CP over there, but that's fine.
Oh, okay. So yeah, let's see.
It's probably the downfall of my Demon Prince. It's supposed to minus an attack, but that's okay.
So,
So you get your pile in, so just about everybody's going to get in there if you need to.
As much as possible. Let's see, I'm going to need.
If you need to walk over there and do that, I believe you will not have an issue getting most of them in there.
Let's see.
If we need to pull those dice out,
we're gonna
we
have
can.
to.
Yeah, just throw them on the side there. It'll be.
Yeah, I'll definitely easily be able to wrap you.
It'll be quite all right. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt.
I don't know. I'm just gonna be rolling a lot of dice. That's all.
Yeah, but I forgot to minus their attacks.
Yeah, that is gonna hurt. Yes, that is gonna hurt. I guess I forgot
you might
about
get
that.
there. So there's a fatal flaw, I think. We'll see. You can't get all of them in there. It'll pose as a distraction for a moment.
What does the spell do?
The spell didn't go off.
Oh, okay.
It failed. It's -1 to hit. It failed.
So I do have a total of 10 boys in there. Now, one of which has a Shuda, unfortunately, so that's -1 attack. So 10 boys, -1 attack, though.
That's
So-
30, but that
Yeah, that's a lot of dice.
should
is
have been
what
20. So if you get all these, that's 24, and then we'll throw you 6 more. 2, 4, 6.
19. Yep. All right.
All right.
This is what an orc player is all about. Also, if you guys ever played the game Shadowrun, you guys know about rolling a lot of dice. Also, comment down below if you know anything about Shadowrun. All you playing Cyberpunk 2077 today.
All
Let's
right.
see. So we did a pretty good.
That's a lot.
That's a lot of.
That's a lot of 6s.
That's a,
Where's
yeah,
those goffs at?
Yeah, exactly. It would have actually benefited me this time. There was no benefit necessarily to. So there we are.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 22 hits. That's good rolling.
That's very good rolling.
I am toughness of 6.
Okay, this is where it's a
5.
little bit harder, but
I'm seeing
quantity is a quality of its
already.
own. So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 5s. Does that look right?
2, 4, and 5. Yep.
All right.
A
2,
little low on that side, but not
4,
bad.
5. Well, we'll get all these out of here. No AP?
Nope.
3s. Oh, failed 2. I'll take 2 damage.
Not bad. How many? How many? So
So I'll go down to 5.
down to 5.
5 wounds. Let's see. This already. Oh, you fought here yet? You have not fought.
No,
it
I've
yet.
not fought that because that thing would be dead by now. So let's see. First, we're going to go ahead and go with the
chomp.
dread. Yeah, the dread
Chomp,
needs
chomp,
to.
chomp.
So half and half. Black is our good weapon here.
That's really
However,
good. Just missed the one bad attack. Bad attack.
yeah, they're all good. So we did hit
3 wounds.
3. Yeah, that's a total of 3. So let's see if we do. As far as negatives, they're a little bit different. So the black dice, so the dread claws are going to be at a -3. However, the dread saws, blue dice, are going to be at a -2.
Demon saves.
Oh, demon saves. Okay, I didn't
We did.
say that. Okay,
We do not
I
explode.
did it. I did it, guys.
You did it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna scooch you out.
Oh, yeah,
just a little
perfectly
bit so I can
fine.
get here.
But really, if you think about it, that took up a good chunk of my time.
That was a long time.
That was a long, and it was all because of flanking in the building.
Yep,
That's
yep. It made it tough to get around.
very, very difficult.
Morale, you probably have enough guys that you don't suffer. You lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Easily
You
over.
lost 9.
Yeah.
How many do you have left? So 9.
So I have total 26 beginning. So
Okay.
yeah, we're sitting at a nice high.
You're doing all right there.
Yep.
So that's the end of my turn. Engaging is not happening anymore because I only have 2 units left.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't be able to get any extra scoring. So we'll pass off to you for the bottom of turn 4.
Let's see what happens. So this is the top of Orcs turn 4. So I have a total of 33 points versus
44. I think you got 10 primary, so you're cooking right along, and you're gonna come smash some demons.
I'm making up the points in the end part of the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
Apparently, is what I'm doing.
This extra movement's gonna be.
It's going to be interesting. So we cleared the threat over here, which I'm elated because I was thinking that was going to go to turn 5 and just clog up the table. And now I can actually move around. The issue with this scenario is that we're really going to have to stay on those objectives. So really, my war boss is just going to have to sit there and shoot. And
That's fine.
yeah, we'll see what happens
That's
here.
fine.
But let's go
do
to the
some
movement.
All
Let's
right.
move these guys. So as far as the Orcs movement goes, we didn't have a lot. So it's weird. I'm not used to this edition, I guess, but we're just going to keep him just sitting there on the objective. And of course, this war boss is just sitting there. He's paid himself off, I guess. He's
Easily.
just launching his rocket launcher, shooting his shooter, and yelling. And then the one, and really, I'd much rather have this be the Death Dread. However, we advanced up the Death Copt is here, so putting us real close to the objective. But we're going to go ahead and charge just so we can get across this table edge and get a little bit closer to the demon, or getting into this quarter and actually claim all 4.
Yeah, just a little clarity. You said advance. You just moved. You didn't advance.
No, yeah.
So you will be able to charge, but you do get to shoot and do all that fun stuff. So
And let's see if I actually
if you even want to.
Oh, yeah, well, yeah, for sure. Let's go ahead and get the shooting done here. So, let's go ahead and mess with my war boss here. So let's see.
Rocket.
Here's my rocket launcher.
Jacka,
Okay,
jacka,
never
jacka,
mind.
jacka,
I
Okay.
should be pessimistic all the time. You know?
and
And
I'm sure
so
that wounds.
that surely does.
That kills one. Dead.
Nice selection on where you're choosing them from. So we do have 2 shooters going that direction also.
Got one hit.
Got one, and that is
There's
a wound.
And that's another dead lady.
Okay. So
12 shots.
12 shots, and this is an issue. Is shooting this actually could make it so I don't make the charge, but we're gonna bank on here we go, and it's only respectful of me to
Can they
actually
use that crash through vehicle strat?
very much so, and I do have
you
a
get
total of 2 CP, so
3d6.
we're gonna see if
Yeah.
we're gonna do it. I think we're gonna end up doing it.
Roll
But
those
anyway,
shots.
we have a total of 12 shots, 6 each, with our twin linked heavy
Big shooter.
shooters. There we go.
Ooh.
We got some Daka in there a little bit.
I'll help you pick. So you got 2 regular hits. Well, 3 Dakas. On top of
3
you.
Dakas. Let's see if we can.
Convert
And we
one
did
of 'em.
convert 1. That's pretty
Nice.
good. So 2, 4, and 6 hits. Now we're going to go to wound.
Threes. Very nice.
That's total 4
wounds.
wounds. No AP. You still get
And
a
save
demon
2.
save.
I'll pull these 2.
Which just makes it a little bit harder.
That's alright. You got pistols over there.
I do, yeah. I always forget those.
Everybody in engagement range. Let's go.
1, 2, 3. 10. A total of 10.
10 shots.
One of which doesn't have a pistol. He has a heavy shooters or a big shooter. So
none of that.
So we have a total of 9. Oh man, we are getting some DACA there. So we have a total of 3. Let's see if we can get any to move on over. We got 1 to move on over.
I think you ended up with just as many as you started with.
Well, let's see if we can wound. This is going to be the hard.
5. You got
2.
2.
That's not bad.
3 ups. And you got 1 more wound through.
1 more wound.
Down
We
to
can
4.
only wound this thing with pistols right now.
Alright, so charges.
Okay, so as far as charges go, so I do have 2 CP to pop a strat to do, and let's get the real name of this thing. So it is...
Does the mortals as well when you do it?
It possibly can if it's, so it's going to be ramming speed. It's a total of 2 CP, and select orc vehicle can charge 3d6. In addition, it finishes its charge within the movement of 1 inch of an enemy unit. On a 2+, the unit suffers D3 mortal wounds. Now that counts for the entire unit, though. So
I say it's worth it.
It's worth it. Yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and do it.
Spend those last 2
just for the 3d6, because I think I may. Well, I didn't need it. We easily make it.
Just all positioning now.
9, 10, 11, 12. So I have a total of 12. Allows me to really, and we're gonna try to position ourselves. Oddly enough, I could make it to the next objective over there, but we're not gonna. Yeah, that's in the another table edge. So we're just gonna go ahead and go right here.
If you can kill enough of me and control that objective, then you'll knock my banner down too. So
let's see. There we are.
All right.
These finicky little clear movement bases. Cool. There we are.
Combat.
So yeah, let's go to combat. So we're gonna do chargers first here.
I will spend my CP over there since I have 1 left.
Yeah.
Knock your orcs down and
That's
attack
not a bad idea.
He's getting a little hurt at 4 wounds left.
Yeah. So they have 2 attacks to each, and we're actually gonna not use the same attack we've been using. We've been using the saws. They actually have 2 attacks. They also have their spinning blades. So that's gonna be used more for a mob-like opponent.
That's what we are. So
well, that's what we are too. So I'm perfectly fine with that. So basically, each one is considered as D3 hits. +1 to strength, so it'd be at a strength 5. So I do have 2 attacks each. This is the D3s to see how many actual attacks I get with the spinning blades. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 attacks.
That's a bunch. All right, 8 attacks.
8 attacks. Let's see what we can pull here.
Not bad. Just 2 misses. Not bad at all. Oh, I forgot your mortal wounds thing too, but we'll do this.
We'll do that at the end here, yeah. Another D3. So let's see here.
I'm only toughness 3, so...
So yeah, that would be a total of 4 wounds. As far as the AP is concerned, there is no AP, so it's... Oh, it's
4 demon saves.
Demon saving it up. Now let's see...
How's your mortals work? D3 within an inch?
It's D3. Basically, as long as I'm within an inch, it causes a D3 to that unit, is what it is. So basically, if I make the charge.
So 2D3? Because you got 2 vehicles? Or
it actually would be considered as 1 unit. Now, if I would have 2 separate Defcoptas units, the whole entire strat works for 1 unit, is what I'm guessing. So if we're wrong, please comment on that. Because, hey, I got 1 mortal wound there.
1 mortal wound. Yeah, we'll let this one die, I think. No, let this one die.
Okay, so there we are.
All right, my turn to activate.
It is all your turn. Yep.
All right, we'll do some demonettes first. I don't see much reason. You're gonna outnumber me on the objective, so my banner's already fallen off because now you outnumber me on the objective. So I might as well all pile in this way if I can. So they got 3 inches. Got 3 inches. Now I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll do 14 attacks. 8, 10, 12, 14 attacks. 7.5. So I hit on 3s. Not bad. I almost 2, 3. And they're only strength 3, and your toughness 5, right?
Toughness of 5, yeah.
We're looking for 5s. Let's see here. We got 2 regular wounds at -1 and 1 at -4.
Okay, perfect. So 2, you said -1?
2 at -1 and 1 at -4.
Okay, so that would be 4 plus. That brings it to a 5 plus. We
Those
did
both
2
save.
6s. We are rolling good today.
Nice, and then just the 1.
1, and that's at a -2.
That's
right?
a -4.
Oh, my.
So
Yeah,
that
no,
one
that's
will
it.
go through, I think.
Yeah, that one goes through.
Okay. So he's down to 1 wound left, is
Down
that?
to 1 wound left.
Okay. And we will use our 3 inches to get a little more movement at the end of the phase, or as the consolidate, sorry. We're coming in this way.
Now my war boss doesn't have anything to shoot.
That's okay, he's fine. Next we'll go over to the Demon Prince. 4 attacks base, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And 1 extra from the trait. Hitting on 2s, they all hit. And strength of 8, so wounding on 2. So we missed 2 there, so 3 at -3.
3 at -3?
And then the claw. Hits. Wounds. And the claw is 1 at -2.
1 at -2?
So we kill another one. Nice, so
Perfect.
20 attacks this time?
I actually have 19 because one of which only doesn't have the chop, oddly enough.
Gotcha.
So let's see here. We have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
A bunch. Hopefully I don't die. I don't want to die.
Well, you've been rolling those demon saves really, really nicely. So
Yeah, the demon at 6. Let's see.
okay, so
It's not
yeah,
so
not
bad. It
the
looks like in the middle of the road.
yeah.
So 5's the wound.
So we have a total of 1, 2, 2.
2 wounds, so
I think that's the same as last
I
time.
can't die.
Yeah.
And I saved them both. Saved
yeah.
them both. Alright. End of turn morale phase. I lost 1, 2, 3. I lost 5 demonettes, so I can fail that. So, and I did fail, so I lose 1. We'll pull this one. How many do you see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Is there 7 or 8? 2.
Oh, 8. Yeah, 1 behind.
Alright, so 1s and 2s. Oh gosh, dang. These demonettes always do this to me. I lost 4 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. They don't have very good attrition, I've found. And on the orcs, how many orcs did we kill this turn?
Oh, so as far as over here goes,
4?
I believe it's total 4.
So you still can't fail that, right? How many you got? Like,
Yeah, more than 10, so 12, 13.
gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, so the bottom of your turn 4, scoring, you knocked me off all the objectives. You were able to get in all 4 quarters, which gave you 5 points under the Tactical Tortoise scoring system. I think you ended at like 38 to
44.
44. And then I think that's it, unless you have any comments about the way your turn went, or...
No, I mean, I'm definitely coming in at the end, it seems. You know, it's... and the other thing it's kind of hard to calculate is thin the ranks. You never really think about that until the end of the game, which we'll see what that is at the end. But
you're definitely in there. I think you got this
maxing
one.
out.
I think you got this one wrapped up, but we'll play through this turn 5 and see what happens.
let's see what happens.
All right, this last turn for Slaanesh, top of 5.
Yep.
I move up to 46 victory points. I only have 1 banner over there, so 2 points. Your flying base is too big for me to even hold an objective at all, so we're just going for some glory here to attack you a little bit, because you're poised to score 15 points, and next turn even knock my banner down. So.
And thin the ranks also, that does kind of calculate up. So
you're gonna
we'll
max
see what
that one
is.
out. So we're going to go into some... Actually, I don't have any movement, so we'll just roll right into Psychic Phase.
Sure, yeah. You can take all those boys out. It might be possible. Let's see.
We're going to try. We're going to do Symphony of Pain first, which
Okay.
makes you -1 on your attack rolls.
Perfect.
And that goes off on an 11. That's what I needed for Smite.
Yeah.
All right, now we'll Smite you. 12. It goes off.
Oh, yeah.
I don't want to die. I don't want to perils, but I kind of want to do D6 damage to you.
It should give you wounds, technically, I would imagine, because you're a part of the warp.
Let's see. We're going to take it. So I take D3 mortals, right?
Yep, go ahead.
I can't die. I take the whole 3. I'm down to 1 wound.
Down to 1 wound.
And then damage to you is the 1.
The 1.
That's the opposite of what I wanted, but that's fine. So yeah, it does 1 mortal wound to you. We wanted it the other way. We wanted to do 6 to you and 1 to me.
Yeah, at least.
That's alright.
Wow, that never happens to me.
So I don't have shooting. We will roll into combat. I'll spend my last CP to make you -1 attack.
That's not a bad one to do.
And then I will attack you with the demon. 5 attacks coming in. They all hit. And we'll wound it on 2. Ugh. There's where the flubs come. 2 damage. Or kill 2. And then here's my talon. Hits. And it does wound. So it kills another one.
19, alright. Oop, that does cut into my dice there a little bit. So, let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 17.
Well, I get to go first over here, because I always attack first.
Yeah,
2, 4, 6, 8, 9 attacks into here.
You can kill a death copter easily.
Well,
easily.
We keep thinking the demons are doing alright, then in the end they kind of flub, but it's alright. No wounds, so didn't matter. So wherever you want to attack. Going with the boys.
The most dice.
Cool.
You always go with the most dice.
And we're on 4s to hit now.
So let's see here.
Spell. And it did knock out a couple 3s.
That's not. It's not a bad spell, really.
No, I got off once. Alright, let's see.
Yep, we need those.
Oh, you got 2 wounds.
Yeah, 2. Yep.
Let's see.
Saved
them.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You want to attack 4 attacks into the demonettes?
Yeah, let's see what we can do here. So, and we're going to be doing the D3 spinning blades. So let's see if we can get some. How many attacks? Not too horribly many. So that.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
those
those are ones. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
7 attacks.
So let's see.
Just
We only
dropped
missed 1. That's not too
Nice,
bad. Now we're
nice.
going to go to wounding. Now, you know, it's not going to be like the saw that I had before, but +1 strength. Let's see here.
Do you get to strength 6?
Definitely not strength 6. I don't believe here.
So you only got 1, 2, but you'll wound me on 3s then?
Yeah, I definitely wound you on 3s there.
Oh. I failed 4. You killed the unit.
All right.
2, 3, 4. Now they can move if they'd like. They got 3 whole inches.
We can, you know, I might conga line them a little bit. They can move wherever they want now, so it really doesn't
Well,
matter.
you're going to hold more objectives than me. I guess it makes sense to wait just for a moment and then move on your turn.
We just got them sitting flat there. That's all that matters.
So we didn't pick up any end of turn scoring.
No.
That's it for me. So I think that's it for me. We'll roll into your turn 5 and finish this game up. All right.
Bottom of the game. This is Orks' last turn.
You got your CP. You got 1. Don't know if you'll need it.
Yeah, I'm probably not going to end up using it here.
But you did roll up to how many points?
Let's see.
You engaged in all quarters.
All
so you
quarters.
got the 5.
Yeah. So we're sitting at a total
15 primary. So you're at like 58, I think, to 46. So you already have the game wrapped up.
Yeah.
But you gotta kill the
final.
demon.
Yeah, we got to see if we can do the assassinate here. So. So yeah, I guess nobody's really moving there.
Doing any movement? I mean, you can go knock my banner down, so at least I don't get my 2 points at the end.
Oh, I think you can have those 2 points there. It's fine. Really, the issue about doing that is that I wouldn't be engaging on all fronts. It'd be skirting the line very closely. So there's no reason to.
Sure.
But let's just move straight to combat because
you gonna shoot
nothing.
me? You got pistols.
Oh yeah, I do have pistols there. So let's see. We have a total of.
You could blow the demon's face right off. Let's go. I see a Daka in there.
I see one.
Oh, so 2 hits.
We have a total of 2 hits. Let's see if we can wound you here. 5 or more.
Oh.
We did 1. Let's see that demon save here. Let's see the demon save. That's the demon save right there.
We gotta go to combat.
Let's swing at me.
5 attacks with the sword. Let's see, they all hit. And wounding on 2s. See, that's 4 dead orcs.
Yep, that is 4 dead orcs.
And then the claw. Hits. Does not wound. So that's it.
2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
And I didn't have any CP, so you get all your attacks.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
okay, so it'd be
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. Let's go.
Let's see here. Here we go.
Oh, there's some.
Okay,
That's a lot of ones.
that's not the best roll, but it's enough to get the job done here. So let's see as far as
Oh, you do have. Oh, 5s and 6s.
yeah, 5s and 6s. So we do have a total of 3.
3. All right. You do have 1 CP left. If you want to do a reroll, you might as well.
Let's just see what we can. No, that's all right.
It's worth trying to get in there. Oh, you killed him.
Oh wow!
I only had 1 wound. I don't have any CP, so that is it.
Yeah, pop the Demon Prince.
Good game, sir.
Good game.
We'll be back for a summary in just a moment. All right. All right, we're back here for the end of the game. Derek ended up winning at a score of 92 with paint, because they look nice. And I got, I think, 48 and then 10 points for paint or something like that. So 58 for the demons. So it was a very, very solid victory for the orcs. You still got your big boys
They're
all
just planted
all over the table.
And I think that's one thing to note with so this whole entire list that I ran, I've never ran Def Coptus successfully. I think they actually came in incredibly successful.
Clutch.
And so every time I ran them in the past on combat patrols, they get shot off the board turn 1. They just, or maybe turn 2, but they're always shot off the board. I think keeping them as reserves did help me, at least make them not get shot off the board. Now this is a nice, there's a lot of blockage going on here.
Yeah, I mean, this is how games should be played.
Yeah,
I mean,
very
you
much.
want a lot of terrain, so you're not getting shot off the board.
So
they're very good at going back and grabbing objectives towards the end of the game.
I think it would have been better to run them as 2 separate fast attack choices,
Definitely.
just because I can, and there's no reason not to. The only benefit for running them as a blob is that stratagem I pop does work for the whole deal, so it allows them to kind of move around
Get
a little
long
more.
bomb charge, but
really, I mean, they're 45 points apiece, and that's with kill saws. We could actually make them cheaper technically. I think those kill saws do help, because then that gives them flexibility in combat.
Sure.
I have always ran them with rocket launches and the big bomb and all that stuff, and they never pulled their weight. So I think I'm going to go suicide.
This feels really good at 45 points, because that's like the cost of a Space Marine attack bike, and they kind of fill a similar role. I mean, you can give up more points for bringing it down, because you are a vehicle against a shooting army, which I didn't have today, and you may face against Space Marines, but then you just hide and you camp on objectives. Because like we talked about, it would free up your war boss to go crumping like he's supposed to do instead of staying in there.
It doesn't make any sense. It's the first time where my war boss had to actually sit back the entire game.
He never got in melee.
It's this edition is making orcs not orcs, apparently. But if I were to actually have them split, really what I would have done is peeled one off this direction, have it actually camp on this deal to actually allow for my war boss to go up and get in melee, or at least get a little bit closer.
Definitely. You got an MVP?
I would kind of go to the Def Copters, just because of
they cleaned up.
They cleaned up, but then at the end they were able to secure this chunk of the board.
Yep.
Which engage on all fronts, and especially orcs. You end up covering a good chunk of the board, but usually you kind of move across the board and you sit, just allowing that one turn to be able to kind of sweep across the board and just get there where you need to be.
Sure.
I always say the boys are usually the MVP, but they pulled their weight. They did great. My unfortunate was the Def Dread, which really just didn't. Or really both the Def Dread, the two things that I always rely on the most and just like lean on the most. Apparently, I don't need to lean on them that much.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to pull them out of the game a little bit over here. I guess my MVP probably, and is usually not very good, is the Chariot, because it's just so big and it's hard to maneuver around. But it tied up your big Def Dread and your boys here for a while. It was oh so close to stopping the Green Tide from respawning your boys and regrowing them over there. But we didn't get there, but that's all right. We just want to talk a little bit about the Tactical Tortoise competitive series. Talked to Trevi over there, and he let us, or said we could try out their secondaries. And I thought they're pretty balanced. They give you a lot more play when it comes to picking secondaries, stuff that's a lot more achievable. Obviously, we'll play some more games with them and see what we like. But just being able to get a lot more points instead of just relying on primaries, or even if you are using these objectives, you don't have to rely on primaries because we only have so many units, you know. And if we place everybody on an objective, well, then they're not doing anything for the whole game, but you can make that up on secondaries.
Yeah. Because secondaries kind of are always like an afterthought almost.
And combat patrols, out of the book, they're just,
so
what do you get?
With this, they're at least something to think about.
Yeah, they definitely bring in the game. I mean, because you ended up with 92, so you're only 8 points off of max.
And I still went into it with the mentality of kind of ignoring not ignoring, but acknowledging that they're there, but not really caring about them. And then once the points kind of started racking in and everything, I kind of went, okay, I need to, and that was what made me decide to move my Def Coptas over and really lean more on the secondaries.
Heck yeah. So I think we'll try out some more games with these secondaries, see how they go, see if we like them or not. Maybe not. I don't think I have much more else to talk about. Do you?
No, but I might be having some Khorne Demons coming in sometime in the next few. Almost painted. That close.
Those are getting close.
Multi-based, because Warhammer Fantasy's coming back.
Fantasy. So we just wanted to say thanks everybody for liking, subscribing, sharing so far, following us on social media, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, got here on the YouTubes, and we'll be back for some more. So see you next time.